Okay, so Devin Townsend released Epicloud recently. It has a tune on it called "Back Where We Belong" that I really enjoyed, and I kind of wanted to just figure out how to play it, play along with it and whatnot. So I recently just looked at a bunch of videos where he was playing the song acoustically, just him on stage, and I thought it'd be kind of cool just to have that version down because we don't all have these gigantic sound systems and stages and everything to have everybody sing and all this kind of stuff. So I'm just going to do like a bare bones version of it, show you how to play it, or at least the way that I figured out. I don't know if it's right. It was just kind of based on the way his hands looked while he was playing it and what I thought sounded appropriate. So it's not the drop D version that people are putting up on all the tabs or the tab sites everywhere. That site kind of it seems to sound wrong in terms of what's going on with the chords. So I did the open G tuning, which is C, because it's only 6-string, right? C, G, C, G, C, E. Okay. So basically the way you do that, if you don't know how, is you tune your 6th string to a C. And then what you can do is like the method where you do drop D tuning, where you just pluck the skipped string, which is the 4th string and the 6th string, and you lower it down until it's both in the same range of the same note. And then you do the same thing for the next string, which is the 7th fret. Right, kind of out of tune, but whatever. And that's how you kind of tune it up. Is basically you find those C's, and then you go down to the 2nd string with the 3rd string, or 2nd string and the 4th string. You find those. So these 3 strings are basically the same note, right? And then the next 2 strings are the same note. And then you have that high E, which is like the redheaded stepchild. And when you play them together, you get a chord, right? So you can. It's hard to screw up. It's the Friends chords, right? Like the Friends tuning, right? Right. So what we're looking at here is he actually has a traditional chord pattern shaping in this song. He uses what you would with the ADGBE kind of tuning, which power chords where you put like the root note is I'll show you the first chord anyway, like on the fifth string on the 5th fret, and then you take your ring finger and pinky finger and you put them on the 7th string on the 4th string, or 7th fret on the 4th string, and the 7th fret on the 3rd string, right? And basically what you're looking at doing here is, for this chord, I'm pretty sure he uses the open G, open C, but you want to control that high E. It seems to ring out and kind of throw everything off, so try to control it. Same with the high, I guess that would be C, the high C. Control that one as well. It can get kind of unruly, and when you actually slide up and start doing the other chords, you might want to think about keeping the low C out. It's a lot of ringing. There's a lot of movement in the song because of the patterns in which you play, or rather the rhythm that you play at. So it can get kind of sloppy and shitty sounding. So try to control the notes, but for the most part, just get the chords down and the phrasing and whatnot. So you're going to start off with that chord, which is 5-7-7, right? That's the first chord of the song. And the rhythm basically is like this. Okay, throughout basically the whole song. So the first chord. What you want to do is slide up to 8, but the same pattern. So 8, 10, 10 on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string, right? Okay. And what he does is he walks down with on the 3rd string. He walks down from 10, 8, 7, and then open, right? So sometimes when you're playing this, it might be a little tricky. Whoops. See? So what I try to do, or what I found out that helps when playing this chord, is you keep your pinky finger and your index finger basically as the chord root, right? And you let the rest of it be handled by your ring finger and your middle finger. Okay, so you're gonna basically do a chord like a power chord. Instead of doing it that way, you're gonna do it that way. Okay, it makes sense if you play chords. So you want to walk down from 10, 8, 7, and then open. It's a little tricky, but if you keep with it, you'll get it down. I mean, even Devin screws up in some of the videos that he has. So I mean, he's just written a song that it's kind of like a tongue twister for fingers. So yeah, let's play through it, and I'll show you how it goes. See, I'm not even following my own advice. Okay, so that's the beginning. And then the next part after that, when he's saying "I know what it stands for," he plays with the melody and shifting the chords, and it goes between the 5th fret and the 3rd fret. What I like to do here is I like to add in the I'm not even sure what it would be called at this point in time because of the tuning, but I like to add in what would be, I think it's a 5th or 7th, I can't remember. I don't know chords. Anyway, so what I do is I bar on the 5th, and I put my I guess my ring finger on the 7th fret on the 4th string. Right, and then when you pull it off, right, you get a different texture and a different kind of tonality to it, but it helps, you know, with the movement of the tune, and it also helps, you know, to keep you less bored than just going. Right. So I'll play into it, and then we'll go into the little bit part before the chorus. Okay, so. This part here, not really sure how it goes because I didn't spend much time kind of figuring out the little rhythm here, but I'm pretty sure it kind of goes like this. Right, you pull it off, right, and then you do a quick one up here on the 3rd fret on the 5th string. And then you go from the 3rd to the 5th, hammer on into a bend. Right? Do the head movement with it. And then you come back down. It's just a little blues like. And then you go back into the 5-7-7 chord. Right, this is the chorus. And it drops down into what a normal A chord would be, which is the open 5. And then your finger is barring on the 2nd fret across the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Right. What we want to do is add in, grab your ring finger or your pinky, whatever you want to do, and put it on the 3rd string, and you get that chord. Right? And with the singing and the way the chords go, it really matches up nicely. And then from there, you want to go down to the 3rd, right? And then I kind of do that stupid, you know, on the 5th fret on the 4th string, you know, ring finger and then pull off. And then when you go up to the 5th, which is the next chord, the 5th fret, that ring finger is actually, I've seen him do this. I was writing a DVD, sorry, it's beeping. So, you got your ring finger on the 7th, and you walk it off with the melody of his voice, or the melody, I guess, whatever notes he's choosing with his voice. So you kind of open, and then you bring your pinky over to the 9th fret, and play that chord. Sounds kind of gross, but it makes sense when it's with the music. And then down to the 7th, and then you go into the next. That chord. Now, you could dispute whether or not he does this. I've watched him do it on a couple of the tunes, a couple of the videos on YouTube. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you don't want to play the song, don't play the song the way I play the song. I'm not playing it right. I'm just playing it the way that I kind of figured it out, I think. So, after that, because that's basically all the different shapes and patterns, right? So you go like. Oh yeah, by the way, this is where he plays the solo we're talking about, right? But the next part of the song, which is kind of like the end part, which lulls the song away into like this kind of comfortable little quiet place, you basically play his little. He has these kind of spacey chords. They kind of give this weird kind of cool aloof feel to it. Take your middle finger, put it on the fifth on the fifth string. Take your index finger, put it on the fourth string. And you take your ring finger and you put it on the fifth on the third string. Alright? And what you want to do is keep your pinky ready, because your pinky is going to go up to the 6th fret on the 4th string. Okay? And it's going to kind of lull back between, you know, what he's singing with and what's going on with the music. And that's all you're going to do with the pinky. Right? That kind of thing. So the chord sounds like this. So take all those things, throw them together, and you'll have the song. Play along with them. It'll make sense when you're playing along with the tune. Super chilled out, easygoing tune, but is actually pretty cool to play. Like the actual the chords that he's using with this open tuning, they really shine acoustically if you can actually control the notes without, you know, shit flying everywhere. But it sounds pretty cool. Anyway, so give it a try. And if you have any questions, just send me a comment or you know, a message or whatever, and I'll try and answer what I can. Like I said, I was just playing around figuring it out, so don't get mad at me. I'm just having fun. And if you're bored, I'm sorry that this took, was it 12.5 minutes now? Sometimes it takes a while to explain things, especially when there's, you know, weird little chords and a different tuning. So have fun and try and play it.